want it. It's just, I don't know, man. Playing Clint with the skin is just like, huh,
It's definitely a flex.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you can get it. You can get it. You know, you don't have to get it today. You have until the 24th of January to claim it for yourself.
yeah, but don't forget, again, just till the 24th, because I'm pretty sure the action here M2 is going to be just escalating, and you might forget, so might as well do it now.
It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. We've got 15 more seconds on the clock before we hit to the draft. Are you expecting, you know, any kind of surprises during the draft itself, Leo?
To be honest, not in game one. I think if there's anything that teams can catch us off guard with, you know, coming out of left field, some curveballs, I'd say that comes in game two. And knowing a team like Alter Ego, we have seen and we have proven that they are able to flex. They're able to like move around their draft, put a mage in the gold lane, and if anything, I expect them to do early picks like Cho and Harley because they want to open up their draft. They want to let the opponents read into them first. And lo and behold, here we go.
Speaking of which, let's get right into it with 10-second Gaming Frost on the blue side and Alter Ego on the red. And starting off really strong, Jawhead, Esmeralda for 10 seconds, as well as Brody and Natalia for Alter Ego.
Natalia banned a whopping 12 times yesterday with 2 picks coming through. Pretty much similar to Matilda. Also has a 100% win rate. The 2 times that she actually came out.
Absolutely. But, you know, 10 seconds, the fact that they banned out the Jawhead, they want to get rid of that flexibility of that first pick, which means priority picks are still on the table. Esmeralda has been taken off. Selena is still up for grabs as well.
Speaking of Selena, there's another one joining her in those ranks, and I'm talking about Benedetta. If Benedetta don't get banned right here by Alter Ego, best believe she's showing up in that first phase. She has to. That's just how this hero works. She's great as a jungler. She's great in the side lane, and dare I say, she can even work as a support.
Yeah, exactly. She has so much flexibility, and the numbers just add on to what makes her so powerful. But Alter Ego, they can make a decision here because they are on the red side of the draft. They're going to get 2 picks. They might not get the first one. Sure, take the Benedetta. We're going to have 2 priority picks of our own, maybe to look for a counter pick, maybe to be able to stop them. But Alter Ego going to stop them right in their tracks. No Benedetta for anybody.
I love the respect that Alter Ego is putting on the table here. They're saying, all right, you guys flew out all the way from Japan. We understand the discipline and the skill and the talent required to be able to compete at this level. So we will, without the benefit of the doubt, respect that you guys can put additional numbers on this Benedetta, by the way, which has a 93% contest rate, but a 71% win rate. It was picked 10 times yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, over 14 games, Benedetta was in 10 of those.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of final blows. That's a lot of electos. That's a lot of dashes, a lot of parries.
It's pretty crazy that, you know, Benedetta has been, you know, getting through more often than not. And the same can be said, like, you shouldn't be letting these Brodies through almost ever. But coming into the last 10 seconds here, Alter Ego need to make some decisions. Lapu Lapu and as well as Yi Shin Shin, very solid picks in their own right, and they can hold on to their own, especially since Benedetta has been taken off the table.
There's nothing new here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, since it is 10-second Gaming Frost on the play, they pick up on Alter Ego's tendencies. Like, this is what Alter Ego does. Like, they open up the draft and they get heroes that are safe. And here we go already, showing a little bit of teeth. They grab the Bruno, which we know some regions prefer to just throw into the jungle. And this is already just showing their cards. They're putting it on the table, hot on our sleeves. They're saying, all right, if you can't go through with the Tigreal, best believe Sheena is going to end up buff.
Yeah, and I think, you know, this also kind of shows what kind of the direction the composition is going to be. As a tank support has been shown, which definitely means that Cho is going into that off lane. However, the similarities between all 3 very early game oriented, and that Sacred Hammer, if he can get some really good picks in the early stages of the game, Bruno will run them down.
And the scaling, let's not forget about the scaling. Late game, Wave of the World, able to just decimate lineups, and I think Alter Ego understands this, so they go for some mobility. They go for the very diverse and how do you say, it's a finesse kind of hero, right? You have Luo Yi with a diversion, and early on you have these rotations. she hurts. She's like a truck.
Absolutely, but more importantly, she also has a lot of damage in the early stages of the game. That level 1, oh, you're coming into my purple buff, you're gonna steal away, no problem. Low Yi, stack together. Let me smash all of you in one fell swoop. Now, looking at the second phase of the draft, it's going to be the Akai coming in from 10 seconds, while Alter Ego get rid of the Rafaelia. Again, very good research coming in from Alter Ego.
They understand that with the Rafaela, the assault or the switch from Sheena just going from farming to now going for the neck, the throat. It happens very quickly with the Rafaela, so I think Alter Ego wants to stop that. They want to make sure that Selly Boy is ready when it does happen. So you take out the Rafaela, that's going to be the mid. I wonder what else Alter Ego is going to choke out. I guess if they are of a one-track mind, like they should just, again, nip it at the bud. Just get another solid mid laner. Farsa's okay, like that would be great. Chang'e, oh, there's a Selena.
There's the Selena. It's interesting because, you know, differentiating it from day one itself, Selena was basically always taken out within the first phase of the game, if not 100% pick ban. Alter Ego waiting all the way to the end, knowing that 10-second Gaming Frost could have picked it, they were absolutely okay. If you do decide to take the Selena, we can handle it. But now, all right, you've shown your cards. Let's just get rid of it. It's fine. What else do you want to pick? What other situational picks do you want to lock down on us?
Oh, I think 10-second Gaming Frost could go ahead and take out the tanks. What's left? You got the Hilda. You have the Baksha. Akai already taken out. Again, arguably, I think one of the best tanks right now in the game. By the way, let's take a look back at Selena. Banned 10 times out of 14 yesterday. So there you go. They're taking out an EXP laner. I wonder why. Are they thinking that Alter Ego might go hard into the 1-3-1? Much like a couple of teams yesterday, Todak, to be specific, just kept pushing that 1-3-1. So I'm guessing 10-second Gaming Frost wants to avoid that. They want to make sure that their side lanes are okay, that their side lanes can push it. So yeah, looking at Alter Ego now, they need to give Leo Murphy a good hero.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got a number of options here. I do think that 10 Seconds Gaming is opting to go for a Thamos at some point. Alter Ego could look to steal it away very early on and say, hey, show us your cards. We still have the final pick. If we need a counter pick, we have that in our back pocket. So they just need to take their time with their draft here.
I wonder if it's the tank that's going to be the counter or they're going to be the gold laner. Oh.
This is really nice. 2 birds with 1 stone.
I know what's happening. This is it. This is going to be the tank Sylvana, and it works great. You have the tank Sylvana when you hit people with the Imperial
Justice.
There you go, the Imperial Justice. You're able to pop them with the burst from Lapu Lapu. You're able to hit them with the rotations. And 10-second Gaming Frost. Ooh. Here's a nice Renaissance. I love it. The Renaissance pick, that is the Kaja.
Yeah, we saw a couple of Kajas yesterday in itself. It was a little over redundant as well because we did see it coming in from Unique Devo, and they would stack it up with the Jawheads.
Exactly.
So having some really hard lockdown. It can be very, very powerful here. But now it's going to be Papa's last pick, and it's going to be the Chang'e. Now they've got that magic damage. They have technically 2 supports walking around with them, which I find rather interesting, and they're expecting the Bruno to kind of hold on his own against some of these side laners.
Right. Good amount of guesswork that Alter Ego Esports has to do here. I mean, even I have to consider, is Sheena going to go straight into the jungle? Is Sheena going to spend some time in the gold lane? Or is this going to be the more orthodox Chang'e gold lane, and then you put the Kaja in mid? But for now, Alter Ego Esports, they have to figure out who goes into the gold lane. We need one more. I'm guessing... not good to go 1-1 because again you have the solid lockdown from the Cho, you have the solid push the pull from the Divine Judgment of Kaja, and there you go. It's gonna be a side lane Alice.
Absolutely. Okay, so now they've got an offlaner who can just act as that sponge for the team. It's like, I don't mind, you push my lane and get a little bit of that barrier gold. I don't really care. I just want to collect my orbs, clear the waves, collect my orbs, and just wait until you don't see it coming and catch you right off guard with the flowing blood and the blood oded in your back line. So this is going to be a pretty interesting game here as we're going to go in and we're going to have to wait and see to finalize what 10 seconds is trying to do in terms of lane not lane priority but lane distribution.
Yep. And again, that's a great strength. You have a team that's as smart and as talented as Alter Ego Esports on their toes. You're already winning. You're already halfway there. and you just have to come through. You have to execute. I wonder how, though, because as crazy as the laning might be, it's a very honest lineup. You know exactly what they're doing.
It's linear. It's very straightforward. You don't expect them to do anything too out of the ordinary. You know what is to come. But a little bit of speculation here. I'm going to guess a couple of things. Number one, gold laner. The gold laner is probably going to be, if anything, it's going to either be the Bruno or maybe, arguably, even the Kaja. Those are the one or two sides that I would assume. I don't think Chang'e will go into the off lane. I think she needs that wave clear for the mid lane more often than not. And it looks like, oh no, it's going to be Marksman in the middle. Two supports to back them up. And welcome to the Land of the Dawn. This is 10 Seconds Gaming Frost versus Alter Ego. Game 1 to start off the day.
I love it. Leo Murphy starting strong with the Alter Ego emote. What else do you do, right? What else do you do? The first match of the day.
Oh!
And I think we just have to hold on for just a little bit. Now, at least this gives us some time to understand and comprehend what's going on, all right? So I understand what you're saying, that you don't want to put the Chang'e in the gold lane. But the reason why you put the Chang'e in the gold lane is because she's able to really just build up and get to the point wherein she can clear that wave and rotate really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think they are pretty interchangeable pieces overall. And I do think that, you know, a large part of it is due to, oh, Alice is here now. You have this Bruno pick. You want to bully your opponent. And I think that was the major idea until the Alice did show. And now it's like you're kind of guessing, and you don't want Bruno to be in the EXP lane because then he's just going to get ahead, but he's not really going to get a lot of gold. So it's counterintuitive. Send him back into the mid lane. Throw Chang'e over into the gold lane, and again, it's a lot easier to play compared to, instead of I can harass you under the turret. I don't have to put myself in any risk. If I get hit by a flowing blood, I'm at no risk of dying at all. Just pop the shield, run away.
Yep, and we have seen Chang'e's get away with so much.
A little too much, honestly.
Yeah, a little too much. Like, okay, you have the speed up, but also you have what I like to call the meteor shower delta, right? It's essentially just you running away and popping your ult. Like, it's either you die or you get the kill and you clutch it. It's most likely the former, right? So that's exactly why we put Chang'e in the gold lane. And I guess we didn't see it in the draft, but I expected this much, that you would give the Bruno a retribution. A team with no retribution is just way too risky. Obvious. I think that's just as risky as a 3-2 setup, like what we've seen yesterday, wherein you have 3 frontliners and just 2 damage dealers that are just as thin as paper. But right now, back into the match. What else can we reckon from here? Ooh, Sevnia.
I mean, he did get a Sacred Hammer. It's not going to matter too much, especially since it's only level 1. They didn't go for any crazy invades, but now Koro, and this is going to be a very important lane here because Koro has to do a really good job against Pai by himself. And I would expect Alter Ego to take full advantage of rotating towards the Chang'e lane because she's a lot easier to catch in comparison to someone like the Cho who's got that Shinpo.
I like what we're seeing right now. A minute in and already 10 Second Gaming Frost, very own Papa, already going for the rotation. As soon as he got that level 2, as soon as he got the speed up, he's visiting mid. They're putting pressure and they're letting Sheena here just get the most of his farm. So they want to protect at least their half of the map. Something I want to note down bottom is Pai here as the Lapu Lapu. He doesn't have any stacks yet on his Festival of Blood, obviously, but oh, look at this. 70 is in trouble.
Yeah, 70 is taking a little bit of damage here, and just looking at the battle spells, we see no executes from the side of Alter Ego. So honestly, they go aggressive, it's fine, but they don't want to trade kills back, and especially when you don't have an execute to get that quick pop, then all right, no worries. We'll get you later. We'll get you later.
And you know, back to the point, again, Pai here with the Festival of Blood on the Lapu Lapu. I give the advantage to him up until I saw that Koro had high and dry. Very rarely do we see Cho with high and dry these days because we mostly see tank Chos now. And now this Cho with the high and dry, I'm liking it because as long as nobody rotates into that lane, Koro has the damage advantage.
Now, here's where it gets a little bit risky here. The rotation just to cut off anybody from walking in through the jungle side. Turtle, it's important. Obuya, he's going to take a little bit of damage here, but Yam is already there to zone them off. Turtle has been taken away, but again, 10 Second Gaming Frost have no real entry point. The Meteor Shower coming in onto Yam, chunks him out, but not enough to kill him just yet. Udil takes a little bit of damage, but again, as you can see, Loyi has so so powerful abilities with the rotation, with the dispersion as well in the earlier stages of the game. Big damage.
And this is Udil with the magic worship. It's, oh, look at this, Sheena. This is what I'm talking about. There's so much effort involved in 10-second Gaming Frost protecting their own side of the jungle. And that's only if Alter Ego Esports rotates, and that was until I saw that Selly Boy hitting level 4. So Mountain Shockers into your own jungle, you run the risk of, if Retribution's not online, if it's off of cooldown, then you run the risk of losing your purple, you run the risk of losing your orange, and
Uh-oh, Imperial Justice as well. He can't get out of there. He already used his Shunpo. A single micro mistake costed him his life.
Oh, I love the micro decision making here. Pai was all like, yo, burned flicker, jump in.
So good. It's so good. But this also allows Alter Ego to kind of disperse, because Loey is doing a really good job just continuously pushing the mid lane, allowing the supports to kind of roam around, and they can start taking advantage of these weaker side lanes by cutting their waves, start invading their jungle, start pushing ahead in gold.
I like what Udil here has done as well. Hold up, big fight in mid.
Imperial Justice on Coral once more, and this time he can't really get out of this. Yam is able to lock him down. Papa looking for some return kills. Yam quickly flickering on out of there because Venya getting right on top, rotation cutting off one. Pai trying to get another. He jumps on in. The Divine Justice ain't enough. It's going to be 3 dead, and Pai can't seem to get out of here. Finally a return kill. 3 for 2, but at what cost?
I think I was relatively safe for 10-second Gaming Frost. Like, they knew that if we did not pick this fight, if we just let go of these 2 for none, instead of going for the 3 for 2, and they would have lost the turret, possibly, and they just would have given it up. So I think that was the necessary evil. And if anything, I think 10-second Gaming Frost won out in the end because Sheena didn't fall at all.
I mean, true, Sheena didn't fall, but you have to admit, in terms of gold, at least Alter Ego are trading upwards. And you've already created this slight disparity of gold, which is absolutely fine. But then again, Imperial Justice landing on top of the rotations, Svenja is going to be pushing it out. Implosion doesn't connect. Real good moves coming out of Leo Murphy.
So far, all of Sevnia's implosions have been reactive, so I'm looking forward to seeing this Tigreal do a little better. Do note, he also has tenacity. So this is a little bit of an old school Tigreal. This is Tigreal that just wants to stay alive. We're used to seeing tanks these days rock Concussive Blast to be able to clear waves faster. And hold up, here we go. Pai has lethal intentions from the back.
Yeah, Koro, he tries to flicker out of the way, but he honestly had no real option there, especially when Sully Boy had cut off his back line. And now they're going to start invading for the Soul of Lava. Can they even contest? It's going to be a 3v3 situation with their 4th just whacking away at the turret single-handedly to get ahead in that gold, and breaks the turret on top of everything. Alter Ego right now dominating the bottom side of the jungle.
Oh, wow. So you take the turret, you take the orange. What else? This is a nightmare for 10-second Gaming Frost. We're not even 6 minutes in. There's the Mountain Shocker to check where everyone is, and they relatively get away with it with impunity. And Leo Murphy once more flexing, going for the Spiral Strangling, but pulls it off just in time. Must note, ladies and gentlemen, why are we seeing Imperial Justice so often? Check out Leo Murphy's emblem. That's going to be Pull Yourself Together, which lowers the cooldown on your ult, and of course, your death timers. And so far, he's been going in pretty safe.
Yeah, and especially with such a key ability like Imperial Justice, having it off of cooldown is going to be more relevant in this game. But more importantly so, we've got 45 more seconds until Turtle's going to be back up, but they're not stopping Pai down onside the bot side. Oh wait, Divine Justice landing onto Yam here, securing that kill, helping Sheena get ahead. However, they're losing pressure all across the map.
That's a lot of pressure that's being placed onto Alter Ego Esports because of the Kaja. But I think at this point, man, I figured out. They have overloaded 10-second Gaming Frost because Udil has Purify. So, save for the Divine Judgment by Kaja, everything else can be purified. So, it's just a matter of picking the lesser evil for 10-second Gaming Frost. And now, it might be Leo Murphy actually paying the price. Ooh, nice use of the Imperial Justice, but here comes the diversion.
Oh, the diversion was so good, and they really stayed there, overstayed their welcome, while Alter Ego just hiding in the brush, taking their time and catching them off of surprise. And more teams are taking full advantage of this dispersion. Like when Loi first came out, everyone was kind of really clunky with the dispersion, but now it is looking real clean and a powerful tool.
I like it. That was basically a rope-a-dope in Mobile Legends. That's what that was.
Wow. I wish the camera could see my face. They're just like, oh yeah, that's absolutely right.
And then Leo Murphy got away with it. He was like, check this out. Hello, I'm alone. JK, lol. That's exactly what happened. And I think he pulled a sticker too, so essentially he's tilting 10-second Gaming Frost.
I mean, Alter Ego doing a really good job here, and I think 10 seconds just aren't expecting this kind of pressure as Alter Ego continuously making moves effectively and efficiently. 10-second Gaming, good decision, don't go through the jungle, a little dangerous there. Svenja is going to be able to take a little bit of that damage. It's going to be A-okay, but Alter Ego, the 3-2 setup, 3 on top side, 2 on bottom, just forcing 10-second Gaming apart.
We're slowly approaching here the mid-game, right? And I'd like to say that Alter Ego Esports is slowly putting 10-second Gaming Frost into no man's land. What is no man's land? That's essentially when you're early to mid and you're already like 5k gold ahead. That definitely just buries your opponent in value, and it makes sure that at least your core has like 1 or 2 items ahead. But hold up, what was that?
Oh my goodness, it was just a beautiful pick coming out of Alter Ego. They are just waiting for 10-second Gaming Frost to overstay their welcome, walk up a little too close to the rush before collapsing on top of them. Wait a minute, a full fight. Leo Murphy trying to go out and get out, but Obuya gets caught out instead with the help of Selly Boy as well as Yam. They are going in with a blood on. Hold on, Sacred Hammer finding another retribution kill. Pi will get out of there A-okay. It's a 3-for-1 trade. Wait, 3 for 2, come on. Oh no, the meteor shower just timed out.
That's what I love about Lapu Lapu. Like, he should have been punished at least twice in that whole 10-second window. But the fact that it's on such a talented player like Pai, and of course the fact that this hero, I put him again, I talked about this yesterday, I put Lapu Lapu in this bunch of heroes alongside Lancelot and Benedetta, wherein the only difference between them is Lancelot deals more damage, he's a little more mobile, Benedetta has more utility, Lapu Lapu, he has the AoE and the shields.
It's so good. It's so good. And I think, a lot of teams have been eyeing it ever since MPLI, but coming into this Lord push here, Alter Ego just putting 10-second Gaming Frost into this chokehold where every single move they make, it's just going to get deeper and deeper into that neck.
About what, 6-7 minutes? They're already taking their oranges and purples. Right now, what? A quick no-blink Lord take. And what's next? After this, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, First Lord enhances the siege minions. So already the choke that Alter Ego has put on the 10-second Gaming Frost is just gonna get worse. They're gonna be able to leave waves cleared and just move on to clearing the rest of the map. And a quick item check here. Selly Boy is building up to his, I believe, 4th core after the boots. And on the other end, we're looking at Sheena. Not a good look for Sheena.
Not a good look at all. And I mean, oh boy, Alter Ego. I mean, Selly Boy has been accredited in MPL Indonesia naturally as being a fairly, I wouldn't even say fairly, an unfairly player, because he is just so quick on the farm, he is so efficient and so mechanically gifted. He is literally 14k compared to this entire team. He nearly doubles their value single-handedly.
Ooh. So looking at the numbers here and looking at the essentially the way the map looks, Lord just marched in a little closer.
Okay, that's fine. That's actually better for 10 seconds gaming, so they can hit it a little bit more safely. Lord is going to go down, and Alter Ego, they're totally fine with this. They're 11k ahead. The Luminous Lord will start spawning in a little bit, and in the meantime, they're going to start cracking open. Oh no, but they're going to start immediately with a fight. The Imperial Justice coming on through. They trade 2 for 1 now, as Sunny Boy needs to start pulling back. He does have the killing spree, but he can't be the first person to go in. Yam just waiting for another opportunity to jump on through. Leo Murphy has to just bite the bullet on that one. However, his death netted 2 inhibitor turrets and 2 deaths for the side of 10-second Gaming Frost.
Oh, this is looking dire for 10-second Gaming Frost. 3 defenders. If Alter Ego Esports wanted to, they can force this, and here's another fight.
I mean, you got it right on the dot. Force it, they did, and they did an amazing job as they look to end this game. Oh Oh boy! As the rest of 10-second Gaming Frost is coming out of their base, they need to start pushing them out right here, right now. Svenja getting hit by that rotation, and now Alter Ego, they've done their damage. They're getting on out of there.
If this was anything but a Chango and Papa, this would be a nightmare. This would just be over since that second forced fight. So I think 10-second Gaming Frost, they have some hope here, but hold up. Pi goes in.
Yep, he gets hit by the Divine